My name is David Akanji, and I will be walking you through how to build a sales dashboard. So, the themes of our today class is mastering sales analytics, and the data that we have this for this analysis is sales data on a retailer performance. We have on the column A, we have the retailer name, which is both local, and also the column B we have the retailer ID, and also the column C we have the invoice uh, date, state where the sales was made, and the regions of the retailers, the products, and also the sales method was also recorded. And we also have the units sold, cost per unit, and price per unit for all each of the products. So now quickly, for you to follow along, you can access this data via the okay. uh, so you can access this data to follow along by typing directly this this bitly ID, or by scanning this particular barcode. By scanning this barcode, you can follow along and you can download the data and follow along. So, okay, I hope you are able to capture that. So let me wait for a second so that you can all get barcode. Okay. So quickly, so for this data, we need to calculate some other metrics to make the sales data work. So we already have our units sold, and we also have our cost per unit, and we also have our price per unit. So now we need to quickly we are going to calculate our total sales. We need to get our total sales. The total sales, and our total sales can be calculated by multiplying the unit sold by the price per unit, so which is going to be equals to, we are going to multiply it by each of the row. So let's extend this, then let's drag this down, then this populates for the rest. So let's calculate our total costs. Total cost, we want to know the amount it costs the organization to make the production. So our total cost is equals to uh, units sold multiplied by cost per unit. Okay. Okay, so we've applied the format that we have here. That's what we just did. So the next thing we need to calculate our profits, calculate our total profits, total profits, calculate our total profits. So our total profits can be calculated by subtracting the total sales minus total costs. So these are total profits. Then we can also drag this down. Then the next thing we want to calculate our profit margin. So our profit margin. So to calculate our profit margin is going to be equals to, we are going to divide this by total sales, give us our profit margin. And when we do that, it's going to give us a decimal which we need to multiply by 100, or we might as well leave that. So let's apply the format. Let's format this. We format the other. Okay. So let's format this particular one as a percentage. So percentage is here. So let's so okay. So we've calculated our profit margin, total profit, total cost. So the next thing we need to do now, so we now need to begin to work on our dashboard. And before we can go into our dashboard, we need to let's highlight everything that we have here, and let's go to insert. Let's turn it to, we can format it as a table. We can format everything we have here as a table, and also when that is done, we can now turn it to pivot table. Let's turn it to pivot table. So let's create a new worksheet. So now we have our pivot table ready. So we now need to begin to calculate each of the dashboard metrics that we are going to be using for this particular report. So let's create a special sheet. Let's name that sheet our dashboard. So it's going to be where we are going to be moving our dashboard to. So this particular pivot table, so first of all we need to calculate our, let's see what is our total sales. Let's calculate our total sales per each of the retailer. So for this pivot table, so just go to the pivot table feed, let's look for retailer, then let's drop the retailer, let's drop it to row, pick each of the retailer, then what the total sales, sum of sales, what the sum of sales for each of the retailer. So the total sum of sales for the retailer is this. So we can click to format the cell. So we are formatting the cell since the currency is in naira, so we can put it into naira. So this is supposed to be applicable for all of this. Oh yeah. So formatted this as this is what we have for the sales across all our retailer. Then so let's name this particular sheet. Let's name it retailer. Have this one as retailers. So retailers. So we can duplicate this particular sheet. We can create a copy of this and put it. So we are going to use this pivot table again to calculate. Let's look at our sales method to see what's our sales across across all the channels of sales. We want to look at our sales across channels of sales. So what we just need to do, we just need to look for our channels of sales. Where are you? Okay, which is sales method. So we will take this one back. So regarding on this particular aspect, our channels of sales. So we can so let's format this again. Then look for where we can see naira symbol. So you can use any of the naira symbol. Okay. So for our channels of sales, so we have this is what we have for our channels of sales. So let's rename the sheet to sales method. Sales method. So before I forget, so this particular retailer, okay, so we can, okay, let's let's take this one as well, let's duplicate this one as well, let's use it again. Okay, let's calculate our sales per region. So create a copy. So make sure you checklist the create a copy sales method. Then so let's rename this to sales region. Look at our sales region. Then we so for the sales region, we are going to be looking at uh, so let's uncheck our sales method here and let's put states. Let's put states. So we look at sales. So we can just call the instead of region, we'll call it sales per state. We'll call this sales per state. So this is what we have. We have so let's just copy this. Let's copy it out. We are going to be using map for this particular one, so we need to take this one out. Then no, okay. So for this, so that we are going to be using interactivity for this dashboard, so it is important we just reference this particular reference column a a4. So we are referencing this particular one so that we can have this particular data here. So I will just drag this. Here, extend it better, then I'll drag it down. Okay, then the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to going to format it as well. So you can format from here as well, but we need to change the currency. We need to change the currency to naira. Okay, okay. So we have this as state, and we have this as sales. So the next thing we are going to be doing now is we need to look at our sales trend. So let's make a copy of this again, create a copy. I want to look at our sales trend. So what we are going to do here, so we are going to pick the sales method invoice. We are going to drop the invoice here. So these are the, so if you click the, so this is what we have here. Click here. So I'm going to remove quarter from this so that we can have months, and so this is what we are going to have. So I'm going to format this. So I'm going to format this as naira. Let's look for naira. Okay. Okay. So this is what we have now. Okay. So for the retail, okay, I've now renamed this. So sales trend. So for the retail, okay, there is still one that I will need. Okay, so I will call this particular one, I will call it KPI. So the last one that I will need, I will call it KPI. Let me duplicate this particular one. KPI. So let's call this KPI. So for this particular one, I want to, so I'll be taking out this method. Then what I'm going to be having here, I'm going to be having total sum of sales. I want to see I want to see total unit of goods that was sold. I want to see uh, total costs. So we are interested on total profits. We are interested in profit margin. Interested in profit margin. So for the total, so for this particular one, which is uh, total cost, total profit. So I'm going to be formatting them. I'm going to be formatting them. Okay. So for this other one, I'm going to be formatting them this way. So but for profit margin, okay, profit margin came as count. So no, so I will change the value fit to, change it to some. Okay, you can't change it to some, you can't change it to some. So I will calculate that. I don't need, I'm not calculating that, so I just use average I will just use average for this particular one. Yeah. I want to look at the average. So there is something wrong with the data here. Okay, multiply this with 100. Okay, so let's check this again. Fit. Okay, okay, so let's use this. So we have total sum of sales, sum of units sold, total cost, and total profits. So we are going to be going with these four metrics for now. Okay, okay, we'll take this one as value. Okay, so we are going to be plotting the chart for the retail. So let's do this. So we are going to use insert, then come to click any of the charts here, then let's look for this. So we are going to be using this chart for this particular one. So we have this. So we need to let's sort it in from largest to smallest. Okay, let's sort it again so that it will be from smallest to largest. So this is what we have now. So I'm going to I'm going to take right click here, hide all feed button, remove all feed. So hide all button, that's what I'm going to use. So I'm not going to use this. So I'm going to take out this particular one too. Then the next thing, I'll be using this. So this line, I'm not interested in this line, so I'll be taking it out. Then the next thing I'm going to be doing is the data label. I will need the data label, but I will need it to be at the inside end. Inside end, this way I want it to be. Then I'm going to be formatting the color to white. We're going to be formatting the color to white, then reduce the font size, the font of it. Then the next thing I'm going to be doing is right click on the, then go to format data label. I'm actually Okay, so the next thing is this. I go to fill. Okay, okay, that comes to shadow, reset. So I can do this. Then we are going to format the background. So we make sure that it is no fill. So this is what we are going to use. So for the sales dash, for the sales method too, we are going to be plotting. Uh, this is so this is what we are going to do. We are going to go into go to insert again. Then at the insert, click. Let's click this chart. Okay. So we are going to be using donut charts for this particular visual. Then so can take this out. You can hide off feed. Then let's look at the type of data label that we can use for this. Let's click on more option. So let's go to this label option here. Then we have value, we need percentage. You want to see the percentage figure and also want to see the category name for that particular variable. So let's also remove the background. Let's remove the background of this. Then so for the sales, so for this particular one, we are going to be using a trend line. So let's go to the data, to the insert again. We're going to be using insert. So at the insert, so let's click on the line. So let's click this line again. So we are not interested on this line here. So might leave this one here. So I'm going to undo. So I'm going to delete this particular one here. Then hide all button. Uh, Next one, take out this. Then stretch the line very well. So the next thing also, I'm going to be removing the background so that it has some transparency as well. So you can see that. So we are almost done. So the next thing is the state data. So this particular one, that is federal, let's change that one to this. So let's come here. So just highlight everything. Then let's go into SAT. So let's select map. Then we have it. We have our dear map of Nigeria. Then we can select uh, so this legend, let's see the best place it can be. I think it's not bad if it is here. Yeah, it's not bad. So let me just, well, okay. So I'm going to do some edit formatting on that, but I'll be coming to that later. So let's remove this, and also let's remove the background for this, so that, yeah, so we have it. So we now have all of these data that we are interested on and their charts. So what we want to do now, the next thing we want to do now is to go to the dashboard. So for my dashboard, I will come to view. As my view, I want to remove all the grid line. I want to remove the grid line. Okay, let me leave the rest. So this particular one I'm showing here, I'll take this one out. So let me, so the next thing is this, for this. So this supposed to be enough for the dashboard for us. So so okay, all right. So the selected page, let me, so I'll just change the color of those selected page. I will change the, I can change them to something like light ash color or dark ash. So let's leave it like this first. So then for this first one here, I can change the color of this particular one to depend on the themes of color that you want to use. Let's, okay, okay, let me look at some color that I can use here. Okay, okay, so let's click here, then let's click on more color, then let's paste this color code here. Let's paste this color code, this color code, let's paste it there. So that color code is what I'm going to use now. So I'm going to use paste it again. So let's paste that color code there. So now the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to insert some shape. So I will be selecting this rounded corner shape. So for the filter button, this can be here. This could be here. Um, you look keen look at this yellow at the top of the shape and use it to adjust the shape. Use it to adjust the shape. Then copy and paste. So we are going to need to we're going to need for our trend line. We're going to need this for the trend line. So so okay. So I want to adjust this more. So I'll be reducing this so that I can have enough. Okay. So this particular one, we stretch it down a bit. So okay. So what we are going to do now. So let's click this one that are below here. Then let's go to shape formats. Then let's align them to bottom. You can first of all distribute them horizontally so that the shape will be aligned. Then let's align them to bottom so that you can see all of them are now at the bottom. Then the next thing is this guy at the top here. They are not aligned. So this guy here, you can see that this guy, okay. So okay. So yeah, okay. So now the next thing is let's click all of these and let's change them. Let's change their color to white. Um, yeah, let's change them to white and let's format them. So I'm giving them a shadow or outline. So this one we have now. Okay. Okay. So the next thing we are going to do now, so we are going to be moving all of these items that we have here. We can cut them by using Control X. So we want to be pasting them here. So we're going to be coming here. Okay. So I think we have enough space here as well. So I might just adjust this a bit. Well, let's still leave it. So let's pick the sys method or the sys method. Okay. So extend this to so you can still take it back a bit. Okay. So the next thing is to pick the state. So we take it back. We take okay. No, let's cut it. Cut it so that see this is our state. This is our state dashboard. Looking more nicer. So Then the next thing is the sales trend. Then we begin to pick our sales trend. Let's cut it as well. Okay, so this where we are now. So yeah, so we have this here. Okay, so what we have left is to give them a name. So for so we can begin to let's before let's go to insert, let's pick some icon that we can use to denote some of our picture. Let's look for some icons. When it comes to this place, you can search for, let's look for location. Let's see icon that we can use for location. So let's pick this for location. Then let's search for sales or a check trend. Okay, so I like prefer this one. I want to look at my sales method. Then let me look at some other, so illustration I can click. Okay, icon. Let's see, look at some randomly. So okay, let me search for business. Okay, so sales by retailer. So which one should we use for sales by retailer? Okay, you can use this particular one. You can use this for sales channel. Then use this one. Okay, okay, let's check for uh filter. Let's search for filter. Okay, so I think we have enough. So now click out. So for the location, we are going to be dropping it. Okay, so I want to paste them here so that we can be picking them one by one. So so let's just come to graphic. This graphics here, let's just make it to be, let's say 0.45 by, okay, let's see if we can still reduce it by maybe 0.35. Okay, okay. So we can make this one to be 0.85 as well. Zero point eighty five. Okay, so for this particular one, let's drop this one here. 0.85. Okay, for this one here, let's use 0.35. So oh, so the last one. So we are going to use the same thing here. 0.35. So the next thing we are going to be working on now is to get let's create okay, let's go to insert. We are going to insert let's go to get go and select text box. So let's select text box. Let's call this six six channel. For this six channel. Then bold it. However, we still need to remove the background. Make it to be no fill. Make it to be no fill. Make it to be no fill. Okay. Okay. Outline. No outline. No outline. So you cannot see that no outline has been applied. So the next thing is let's copy and paste it for other ones too. So let's drop this here. last one. So here call it free free filter setting filter settings says in naira, says in naira, then says by state, says by state, says by state. Then we call this sales channel already. Then let's come to this one. Sales by retailer, retailer, sales by retailer. So the next thing we are gonna going to be doing is we need to bring our filter. Before we bring our filter, let's format this our chart furthermore. So we don't want it to have shape, to have any, to be no fill. That has been confirmed. You need to confirm that it doesn't have any, it doesn't have outline. So that has been confirmed. Let's put some shadow to our work. Let's put some shadow to these two. Certify, then let's put some shadow. So this particular one to not line, we do okay. So okay, so so no presets, but we are going to give it some shadow exactly. Okay, with tampers. Okay, so we tamper with the with this particular one. So then so edit that. So quick one again. No outline. Okay, okay. So this one show white. Okay, Okay, so we have this. So the next thing for us is to create a filter that can make all of these visuals to be more interactive. You can see currently now that they are all stagnant. If you click any of the visual, there is no interactivity between them. So but before we go into that, we need to make use of our KPI to show our KPI metrics. So let me take this one here. Retailer is so we have retailer sales performance dashboard. So I'm going to use this, then going to bold it. Yeah, going to bold it, extend this. Yeah, then going to give it white or no, give it a white color. Yeah, so the next thing I'm going to do now is this shape. I'm going to duplicate this shape using, you click Ctrl D to work there. Then I'm going to do this. But before this, let's quickly use duplicate this one too. So let's say equals to, so on this particular tab I'm going to use equals to here. Then let's go to this place. We have the total sum of sales, that is okay. So Okay, so let's duplicate this. So just want to bring in some of the KPI that we have here. So this particular KPI we are going to reference is we have is a total sum of sales. We have it at the A A4. So we have it at the A4. So let's come to this place. So in this particular inside that particular text box, we're now going to write. So we're just going to type equals to KPI. KPI with the name of the sheet. KPI, then exclamation mark, then A4. Okay, so let me extend it. So that's why it's not showing. We need to extend it. Okay, so let's let's extend it further. So this one is for this total sales. So for the other one, let's copy this and let's duplicate it. For the second one, let's copy, let's paste. For the third one, the distance seems to be very far. Okay, it's no problem. Then for the fourth one, so so let's click it, let's select it. Then we are going to shift it to the front. Yeah, okay. Let's adjust it to the back a bit. Then let's go to shape format. As the shape format, so here you are just going to align them to the bottom, align to the bottom. Then you're now going to distribute it horizontally, so that they have the same. Okay, so now that we have this, so the next thing we are going to be doing here is to change their letter to their respective KPI figure. So for this, for total sales, so we might want to show the total units sold, uh, quantity sold, total quantity sold first. For total, we might want to show total quantity sold first. Then we want to show total costs, total sales, and total profit. So following that sequential order, so for the total quantity sold, we have that one to be B4. For the total sales, we have that one to be A4. For the total cost, we have that to be C4, and for the total profit, we have that to be D4. So these are the These are the cell and row number that we are going to be inserting in this place so that you can pick reference figure of that particular. So we want to have quantities, total quantity sold, which is going to be B4. So B4. So for this one, we want it to be total cost C4. So for this particular one, we want it to be total sales. So that is okay. A4. So for this particular one, we want it to be total profit, which is going to be D4. It's going to be D4. So with this, we can we can change our color background back to white. So we have it. So yes. So let's come back here. Change back to white. Change back to white. So we can duplicate that and put it at the top. So now that we have done this, so the next thing we are going to do now is to put the name there. So for this one, total quantity sold, total quantity sold, total quantity sold. So for this particular one, we have total costs. That is to be total costs. So just click out. So for this particular one, we have total sales, total sales, total sales. Then we have this one, the total profit. We have it to be total profit. So let's select this below, this one that are below. Let's select them. Then let's come to alignment. Let's align them to center. Let's bold it. We are going to bold all of them. Then let's increase the size. So increasing the size will make some of them to be okay, while the one at the top, so let's change it to this. So let's reduce the size of this. Then let's go this. Let's see if I reduce the size more. Okay. Okay, it's okay. Okay. So another thing that we can still do for this particular issue is we are going to select these two together and click Ctrl G. Okay, let's go. We want to group this. Okay, no, let's click this. Let's group it. So So let's group the second one too. Let's group it. So let's group this. So let's group it together. So now we are now going to use this our so let me take one. So okay. So I want to okay. So I just want to adjust that so that we can be seeing the top. So now this particular shape that we have here, we are going to change it to okay. We've scattered this again. Okay. Undo, undo. Okay. So okay. So let's align this one to the middle. Align to the middle. So no. Let me send this one to the back. Don't disturb me. Yeah. So so I'm going to right click on any of these, then click format. So I'm coming down to gradient fill. So at the gradient fill, so I'll be deleting one of these, one of these. Then the first one here, I'll be changing this color to blue. While this one, let me change this one to, let me change this one to, so I change the color of this one. I treat it to red. Let's see how red will look like. So so we have this. Then so let's send them to the back. So so we have this. So the last part that we are going to be working on is the filter button that we are going to be using for to create interactivity for the report. So all we need to do now is let's go back to, let's select any of our reports. Then under the pivot chart analyzer, you can see a site slicer. So for this particular chart, you see a site slicer. So for the site slicer, so let's select those slicer we want to use. We need to see invoice days. Want to filter by region. Want to filter by region. Then we also want to filter by product. Want to filter by product type. So those are the, I don't think we need to, okay, these three is okay. So when we click that, then we have this, then we take the filter, take the filter here. We have filter. So so we are not going to filter by this type of date. So let's click another one. So let's click let's select inside timeline. exactly. So with this timeline, sorry, the uh, it was hanging. Okay, okay. So we have invoice date, data. So and now if you select this now, so I'll click slicer. So when I click, so now if you click if you click any of these, not central, you will see it's only featuring this particular sales by retail because it's from this particular sales by retail we generate all this filter. So that is why it's only featuring it. So it's not the filter is not being applicable currently to it's not being applicable to the rest of the dashboard. So if you click this particular one too, it's only featuring this only other side. So to make it filter every to make the filter applicable to everything that we have on the dashboard, so what we need to do, we need to click each of the report, each of the visualization and now select, we click each of the filter, then we are going to connect. This is where we are going to connect. After selecting report connection, we checklist all of this. So it means that it's going to connect with KPI data, retail data, sales method, sales per state, sales trend. So that's what this particular data will do. For the product as well, we are going to do it for product as well. We click report connection, we are going to connect it with everything that we have here. We're going to connect. Lastly, we are going to connect this date to. So we're going to connect. So we are going to connect these two. Okay. So now if you select any of the dashboard, you can see it is the filter is now working. Not central. You can see it's now working. Filter is not working. And if you want to cancel the filter, just click this and everything will be so. So that is the end of the visualization. So as I've said earlier on, you can download the you can download the data for this report. You can download it from by scanning this particular page, and also or by also type this directly. So so my name is David Akanji. So you can follow me across the social media, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So the name is the same, or you can use my ID. Just use these two names, you definitely find me. So thank you for joining the session and thank you for watching my video. So I'll be dropping a lot of content in line with all of these in the next couple of days. Like we are going to be trying some other industry dashboard with Excel, Power BI, and some other BI tools. We are going to be exploring a lot of them. So thank you for joining, and I will also be having about by the time you click uh, the scan the barcode or click the URL link, you'll be able to download this report that's being used, this particular dashboard that we are able to build here now. So you are going to be able to download it there as well. So let me show you. So so when you come to the top, you will see says analytical dashboard. So you will see the file here. So you can download the SS file and also the file that is being used for this report. So you are going to see them there. So thank you for joining this, for watching the video, and also for liking my video as well.